So this will be a talk about the proposals.deepfunding.ai portal. If you guys didn't know, it's powered by Swae. We're a small company, and the software, the app that's behind that is what we worked on for the past 3 years. We are on a mission to simplify and empower decision-making for any kinds of communities. We've been very interested recently in working with Web3. It's been a very receptive community for this sort of bottom-up decision-making where people's opinions matter. Basically, we implement this idea of meritocracy in our tool, that people can vote, engage in various ways to kind of bubble up the best proposals to the top. It's been an amazing year working with Deep Funding for almost a year now, but it also showed us a lot about what works, what doesn't work, and that's what we want to do. We want to improve. We want to improve the proposals.deepfunding.ai and also improve the software for every other community that is using it. So we split our goals in our project into 5 categories. The main one here would be the development of API. So all the data right now is, you can see it through the UI, you can see who voted any proposal and what was the engagement. But we want to release this data in a programmable fashion so that people can start using it to do showcases on other websites. A specific example would be a Deep Funding portal. If there is a need to do highlights of like top proposals and stuff like that, it needs to be done not by hand, but hopefully in an automated fashion. And that's what we want to do. We want to open it up and create API on our side that this data would be accessible. Another application would be, a lot of projects right now are starting around this contribution score and rewarding people for being active on the platform and being able to access this data in an automated way to calculate all these contributions and to distribute the rewards in a semi-automated way is another reason to develop this API. Other things that we want to work together with this to make improvements. We received a lot of feedback from Deep Funding community on UX and UI regarding various elements, especially like summary of the proposal, how it looks, where it like connects. It's not clear sometimes for people where it, like how it's created, and that there's assistance on AI and you can kind of get rid of it if you don't want to and rewrite it. So all of this definitely needs work, and we would like to take this opportunity to improve it. Another thing was requested from the leadership from Deep Funding and from community members about some fields in the proposal being mandatory. So we want to work on that and add like things that would be requested from everybody who submits proposal. And we would like to work on the just general performance and speed of the proposals. This is the distribution. You can see it as well in our proposal and the amount of effort that would be required. Deliverables, you'll see the results in Deep Funding yourself, but we will also do like a monthly reports on the progress. And of course, the API will be documented. I'll leave it with a team slide and let Sushant say a couple of words if he wants.
Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed using Swae so far in the Deep Funding program. Any problems you've had, you can direct them my way. Sorry?
1 minute more.
Yeah, I was saying any problems you've had, you can direct them my way, but any praise can go to Vlad so far. The team that's built Swae has been building Swae for 4 years, and we have a pretty ambitious roadmap to add and continue improving the platform. I think the so what is that if we are able to do this sort of stuff, we will enable things like a contribution score or a reputation score that others want to build upon to happen more easily. And the same decision-making process could be expanded to other areas of SingularityNet to further progressively decentralize the organization, which currently is only in one place. So there is major significance beyond this. This is not high on our roadmap to build an API. Doing so, I think, would greatly benefit the community and would link with some of our priorities as well. And so we'd be grateful for some support.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So we open up either for questions from the community, please. If you have questions for Vladio and Sushant, please, let's get it. You can stop sharing. Okay, Jan Hollins, I think you do have a question there.
I don't have a real question. I was waiting for others to have a question, but I just want to give my support to this because we have been working a lot together with the suppliers of our proposal. And there are some features that I think would benefit the program a lot if we would be able to make them. For instance, have structured forums would no longer have me making those comments at the beginning of these of this session about the rules, because we could more enforce them in the forum. And also the other things to me would make a lot of sense. So I hope everybody will win, but Swae do have a special place in my heart because I think it's a little bit selfish. It will make my life a little bit easier as well.
Cool. I think that's probably there. So I think, could you give a little bit of some clarity about what you were saying about the whole API? I think that wasn't too clear. Talking about whether it's going to come as an API or not, I think we're a little bit lost there. If you could give some clarity, it would really help.
Yeah, I think maybe an example would be a proposal info and text and its summary. Right now, you can go through your link and access all of this. But if you want to build like a showcase on a deep funding portal outside of the whole structure and proposals, the deep funding, you would need to manually do this and add every card and see, hey, these are the proposals that won in the previous round or stuff like that. Instead, the developer of the website can go just kind of in an automatic way, write functions that will pull all this data automatically and populate that stuff. So there won't be need for manual work. It's just a simplifying life for that.
I mean, that's a very kind of low quality or like low hanging fruit example. The more higher hanging fruit is like if you want to build a reputation system on top of the data that we've been collecting. So we're collecting information on number of logins, the type of contribution you make on a proposal, number of proposals created, number of missions you participated in, positive, negative feedback, the number of proposals that have made it further down the stages. And as you imagine, you can build various types of taxonomy of behavior that you want to encourage or discourage on a decision-making kind of platform like this. So other developers may be able to pull all this data and create a reputation sort of badges and a cadence that is interoperable, that goes from one platform to another based off of this. So we need to build that API in order to enable these types of kind of more complex functions that will help.
Okay, I think that's clear. We are on the hallmark of 2 minutes, so let's move to other questions. Okay.